Hello everyone, welcome back to Oopsie. We are coming back with another machine breaking. We are almost done with the starting point. We're doing Oopsie, and basically the first thing we have to do is what kind of tool can intercept web traffic. And if you don't know, that is a proxy. If you've ever used like a SUID Hub or Wireshark, I use Wireshark at university. So the answer would be proxy. Then we get to move on to the cooler stuff. So we first have the question of what is the path to the directory on the web server that returns a login page. So if you just do like the basic stuff where you go onto the web page, you'll see like nothing. I mean, you can scroll around here. There's no login. So as I kind of alluded to with the proxy and like how it always is, we now need to use a new tool. Burp, yeah, hopefully I'm saying that right. I mean, I don't really know how else I could say it. We're just gonna next start it. No project, I'm not gonna define anything crazy. And now we need to wait. Okay, cool, so now that's opened, you go into target, you open browser, so this will open the browser that is monitored, you then paste it in. There we go, now we have a bunch of stuff. Let's just press, I don't know, some buttons and then, okay, well we already have an answer. So here we go, this is a path. If I just do the login part and we copy that and we add it, so I remove the hashtag, I add this in, and there we go, we are now on the login page. Let's have a quick gaze at what the task required us to do. Well, we are on Firefox already. What is the path? I believe this is the path. Awesome. What can be modified in the Firefox to get access to the upload page? So we need to go to the upload page. Let's just try and log in. Oh, I can log in as guest. There we go. Let's log in as a guest. And then upload page, we don't have super admin rights. So we need to, I guess, well, get super admin rights. And I guess that makes the next question quite easy to answer. So we can basically do like cookie stealing. There's definitely a technical term for that. We can steal someone's cookie, insert it as yours, and then pretend you are them. So let's go and do some pretending. So why I moved, I was probably in some other thing before, but I moved to repair management system because you can see we have, like guest at megacorp.com 2232. And what really is important though is if we look in the URL, we see content equals accounts and ID equals 2. Now ID equals 2 to means there's an ID equals 1. Now let's try and search up ID equals 1, and wow, they did make that easy for us. So we are going to take the access ID, we are going to insert it, and we are now going to move on to the next question. So we read on uploading file, what directory does that file appear on the server? And basically all that means is we need to go to Gobuster immediately. Gobuster help. And then we know that directory uses file and directory enumeration. So we can go dir help. We basically just need the URL, which is the URL string, and the word list, which I believe is W. So I'm going to first get the IP address. Copy. Gobuster dir user HTTP. Paste clipboard, and then word list. / I need to remember the directory for this. Okay, so it's user slash share slash sec lists. I think it's discovery, DNS. I'm just pressing tab to show what's here. And then subdomains top. Yep, top 1 million, and then 5,000. Okay. So we have slash images. I'm just gonna see what that actually is because I'm just interested. So we're gonna take that. I've deleted some stuff because I've been away. You might hear it in my voice. I've been a little bit sick. I didn't really film anything recently. Okay, I don't have access to that CSS. Can I see the CSS? JS. Themes. Themes. Oh, uploads. Okay. I think that's what we're looking for anyway. What directory does, okay, uploads? And I guess because they probably uploaded the file into uploads, let's just test if they've done the mistake of not securing the system uploads. Okay, I don't have permission, so if we go back to the website, I think that's 6, I hope it's 6. And we do the guest login. Oh, do I remember? Okay, I don't remember the login, so I'm just gonna real quick grab it. No, that wasn't it. Login as guest. So we have quite a few steps to take here. First, let's just have a quick look at uploads. So obviously this requires super admin rights, but luckily if I pull over my Word document, which I've got saved here, I just screenshot this, we already have access ID and name. So why this matters is because before obviously they alluded to some sort of cookie. And we can kind of change our cookie, so I've already come here before. But basically just change guest to admin, because currently we have a guest cookie, but we want an admin cookie. And so if we change this, so now we've basically replaced the guest cookie with the admin cookie stuff. And all that should do is now when we refresh our page, we're now acting basically, that cookie is acting as an admin cookie. And what we'd like to do next is we would probably like to upload a shell. So to do that, we're first going to take the PHP reverse shell, and we know we have that because if I just go downloads, I just saved like all the stuff we previously used. So we're gonna chuck that there. I'm gonna give it a name because this is actually kind of important. It didn't work when I didn't give it a name. Because I'm pretty sure when you read the code, it saves this as the name and not as this. It's kind of weird, but trust it works. So the file php reverse shell.php has been uploaded. Now, why that's important is if I just duplicate this tab, is we know that based on the Gobuster stuff we did before, we know that uploads exist. But we can't access that. So what happens if we just jump over uploads and we do php reverse shell.php. Now, php reverse shell.php. Now we're going to get URL is not found. I don't really care because it should work. So if we do like an end, LNVP. I didn't change anything. That just annoys me. It's not spaced out properly. So now if we reverse shell, that should have worked. Let me just re-upload. Yep, resend, please. PHP reverse shell.php. Okay, now it's working. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. But now we basically have a reverse shell. And why the reverse shell is awesome is because we can do kind of two things. First, I would like to search up basically anything that has a PHP, like .php thing. So I'm going to do this. I'm just writing the command on the side and then I'll show you guys. Because I can't, like if I write in here, I can't edit it. It's just like a copy paste moment. So basically we're finding all the name, all.php, and then this is just getting rid of like any errors we can have. And now basically what that says is we kind of we have this, which is index.php of uploads, which has my reverse shell.php, which we just uploaded. We have this login, admin, and db.php. So that's what we were looking for, db.php. So we can go back to hack the box and we can write db.php. So nothing has really happened since I last cut the recording. I kind of just zoomed in on this. The answer for this section here, what executables run with the group bugtracker to identify all files owned by the bugtracker group. I'm like 100% sure it's fine, but I also want to just test it firsthand with you guys. So let's just see like what happens. Find group, I can't spell, and then bug tracker. We have a lot of permission denied, and then we can find a bug tracker. I don't think that like all of these look to be permission denied. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it's complaining about that, but okay, I love bug tracker denied, but we found it in user slash, I don't even know where we are right now. cd user slash bin cd user cd bin ls cd bug tracker. Okay, well, there's stuff here and there's a bug tracker, but we know it was fine. Regardless of which user starts running the bug tracker executable, what user privileges we'll use to run, I'm pretty sure it has to be root. I'm just gonna write root and we'll find out in a second. Cool, so it was root. I'm kind of just gonna grind these out because I know I have to do a couple steps where I will run the executable, but like we might as well crank these out and I'll find a flag and I'll just show everyone we found the flag. So I'll just search up what SUID is. And so I found a website that actually had a reasonable explanation. So I was a little bit confused because everyone just said it was set user ID, but there's an owner. So set owner user ID, if I can spell. Submit answer. And cool, now I will need to go, what is the name of the executable being called in an insecure manner? I haven't yet found this, so I'll need to find it. And we will come back once I've been able to find that, and probably once I've found the flags. Okay, welcome back everyone. So the last thing I said was we were going to find out this executable being called in an insecure manner. So kind of the first thing I want to say is I did the find group and then bug tracker. So we obviously knew you're going to get a bunch of permission denied because we literally don't have a user account. We don't even have any account actually, as it currently is. But then okay, so here we have user bug bin bug tracker. That's a directory, and then of course I'm just gonna try and like call it basically. User bin / bug tracker. I can't spell. And I can't do that. Okay, sorry. Why can't user /bin /bug tracker? Okay, permission denied. That's really all I wanted to get to. So basically we have a permission denied moment. But we know, so we know previously, I don't remember if I did this yet or not, but we have what file contains the password that is shared with the Robert user, and that's at db.php, right? So if we do a find / I need to remember how to do this. So I don't have my Discord open. My Discord's about open, close. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to copy this because it makes life easier. It's basically a find command that is going to find all PHP files. So yeah, there's PHP files there. And also now we found db.php, and why that's important is, actually I'm going to real quick, so I'm just going to jump into terminal because this is quite annoying. There we go. As you can see, if I write who am I, we're currently www/data, so we're really not even a user. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to cd, I'm just going to copy this path, copy selection, paste clipboard. Okay, ls, and then we're gonna cat db.php, and now we have this connection on SQL equals blah blah, and they've just plain texted the user and password. So what we can do now is we can go su Robert, and what su Robert does is it's gonna change our account into Robert. So we'll actually have some sort of privileges. So paste clipboard. Awesome. Now, as you can see, we're previously www data at Oopsie. Now we are Robert at Oopsie. And why this is important, I'm just going to jump back to, I think it's a var we're normally chilling at. Yeah. And then if I recall bug tracker, there's one more back. So we need to go /user /bin /bug tracker. Okay, now it's going to ask for provide bug ID. So I'm just going to do a star because that hopefully provides all of them. And there we go. It provides all of them. But if you do read these, none of these are actually useful. And what I rather think is, rather than the actual program, it's the input into the program that's the problem. So user /bin /bug tracker. And what this means is here, where it asks provide bug ID, and I provide an input like lols, it's going to fail, but this is what I think the problem is. So first, I want to show you what I found on the internet. So here we find how to find files with SUID set in Linux. So I'm just going to copy this. We want to see if it has SUID perms, because what's special about SUID... there we go, okay. User.bin /bug tracker is a kind of misconfigured. Like, as we discussed before, and one of the questions were, regardless of which user starts running the bug tracker executable, what user privileges will use to run, right? And it's a root. And so again, why that's important is because now if we use strace, I believe it's strace, and then we go bug track. Oh, I can't do it like that. /user/bin/bugtracker. And so strace, I was bringing up, it steps through all the calls, pretty much. Blah, blah, blah. Keep scrolling down. Okay, it's just telling you what it's going to do. But it's a powerful tool for monitoring, diagnosing processes in Linux, debugging programs, troubleshooting, intercepting, reporting calls, and tracing running processes. And it basically shows us like how the program interacts with the system. And why this is important is we can basically see the system calls. And system calls will show us like if basically there's a poor, there's a call that shouldn't be called. So press enter. Enter. Awesome. And we basically get a bunch of system calls. But where am I? So this was the start of it. No, it was actually above here maybe? No, it's definitely not above there. I'm just trying to find where I called the command, but these finds are definitely not where I call it. So there we go. Here we call it here. This is just the command repeated. And then it starts. So this is exec VP. This actually calls the program. And then these are all calls, like syscalls, that do things. But now currently we are waiting on this syscall. So I'm just going to put in like 1. Because if I put in like other stuff, actually I'll put in 0. So put in 0. And you basically see, what was our read? Read. I don't know where that read went. Read here, 0. And then we basically follow the program execution down. So we have like get UID. I'm pretty sure this is just for permissions. And then this is setting up information. This clones a child process, I believe. And then we basically have this wait. And what the waits are important for is, as you can see, it calls cat. But what's special about it calling cat is it doesn't call the exact path of cat. It just calls cat, and it searches for where cat exists. So we can basically do some sort of path root injection almost, where we are going to overwrite this cat call, and when it's syscall, which has root, by the way, syscalls, I believe, run with root, because kernel space is separated from user space, and you need privileged, like you have to be privileged to call syscalls. So when it calls this syscall will call this file, it will act on it with root, which means whatever happens to the file will be in like a root space. So then what I'm planning on doing is, because it's in root space, we're going to get it to start a new shell, and then that new shell will spawn with root access, hopefully, is the plan. So just for now, how to answer this question, we are going to write cat. I believe that is in fact what it is. Yep, awesome, cat. And I'll see you back when I get this program for cat working, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I did find a way to potentially do this. I was playing around a little bit. And first I'd like to just start out with echoing path. This will show us all the paths. Then I will do which cat, and which cat will show you the path of cat. So you know the current path is bin/cat, which is here. This is one's in path. So it's basically immediate, which means we need to put our cat before that, kind of. And I found a pretty good website, Linux privilege escalation with path variable and SUID bit. And I moved down. So obviously he said we should obviously go to temp folder. I was trying to mess around before with the other folders, but I didn't have privileges. And according to this, this will give me privileges because like everyone can access TMP, which makes sense. It's literally a temp file. So if I bring this back, then we need to do this echo bin bash, and this will literally just give us a bin bash, like it'll open a shell. Echo bin/bash, and we're gonna point it towards cat. Awesome. Just ls real quick. Cool, we have cat. Then we are going to run it. Oh no, we have to add, of course, we have to add chmod. this just changes so we have execute privileges on cat. Then we're going to do cat./cat. Awesome. So it's bin bash. And I'm pretty sure we need to do the path thing now. So again, if we just go which cat, we see obviously that it's still not the right path, and we now need to like basically export the path. So we're going to do export path equals temp and then path. So export path equals temp path. Let me just verify. I probably should be able to know this off the top of my head. However, this is also the first time I am doing this. Okay, so I just need to get rid of the space equals temp. Path. Awesome. So now if we do which cat, it's still bin cat. Did I mess something up? Echo path. Well, TMP is there. I just don't know why it doesn't want to pick up my cat. So absolute doofus moment from me. I didn't do the TMP thing right. Should be like this. TMP path. Okay, let me verify on that web. I literally had it open as well. Yeah, okay, this time it should actually work. Which cat? Yeah, okay, awesome. So we know that which cat is now going to run. If I just cd out of here, user/bin/bugtracker 1 root. We have root, baby. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, now we need to find all of the flags, which will be pretty quick. Okay, so funny story. We basically can't use cat, obviously, because we destroyed it. So I'm just going to go over what I did. I basically found where the user text is, because we need to do user before we do admin or root, whatever you want to call it. And I found on the internet that you can just use head. It will show the top 10 lines of the file. So there we go. This is the first flag. Let's get this submitted. Awesome. Then I've already like written on the side here these commands just so I can copy paste and make life a lot. Oh wow. So head/root/root.txt. Found this one. We're going to copy the selection. We're then going to submit the file. So while that loads, I really thank you guys all for watching. This was a great machine. I've learned genuinely a lot doing it. I'm sorry it took so long. It's probably been at least a week since my last video. We had Australia Day, lots of celebrations. I've had events, mates 21sts. And then I got sick, which wasn't great. And then I had to do like report writing for work. So there's been a lot. I haven't been able to pump it out. But I promise you I'll continue to do my best to keep these videos up and going on the channel. So if you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps. I have a mate now who has a YouTube channel with like 600 subscribers, and I need to be at least somewhat competitive. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.